Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for another Dungeons & Dragons campaign story. If you're new, please subscribe, and you can check out my other videos with a playlist link in the description. Barakas hates it when he's under social pressure, especially when it involves an attractive woman, like the one not too far from where he's standing and who won't look away. You and I know by now that Barakas can do almost anything without batting an eyelid. Cut off fingers, carve flesh, even play instruments or randomly investigate nearby oddities in the middle of combat. He nervously pulls out his accordion and starts performing in an effort to appear impressive. He gets the paladin to sing, and together they put on a classy show. But the tiefling will not look at anyone except Barakas. She slowly gets to her feet and walks over to Barakas, seemingly enchanted by his music. Barakas is in a silent but absolute panic and tries to play it very cool. The rest of the party suddenly has a field day heckling Barakas before walking out of the room, making all the alone time jokes they can think of, which turns out to be quite a few. Barakas nopes out of being left alone and runs with the other players, Vengeance now in tow. In the next couple hallways, Vengeance turns out to be quite the follower Barakas didn't know he needed. She loves to stab people, cut trophies off her dead enemies, fingers are fine, but she's an ambitious gal, and delights in mischief. Everyone except Barakas groans about how there are essentially two Barakas figures in the group, and they're screwed for social encounters. The party has learned that Vengeance's death is permanent, as no one has access to any kind of revivify or resurrection spells or scrolls. The party comes to the end of a hallway and arrives in another room. There's another dragonborn accompanied by two thugs. The druid, taking the ranged approach, throws several more deer hooves. Where does she keep getting them? Barakas turns to Vengeance and orders her to head above ground and wait in the guild hall. He briefly explains the path she needs to take and gives her his accordion, much to her delight. She sprints off just as one of the hooves manages to hit the dragonborn, causing it to wake up in a frothing rage. It violently gnaws and bites the hoof apart before it attacks the two nearby thugs. Watch out, guys and gals. This thing has rabies. The players crush the partially injured rabid dragonborn and head down yet another hall, but stop to admire the partially rusty iron chandelier. They spend about 20 minutes trying to get it down safely, but decide they're just gonna have to come back later. Their antics to get the chandelier down included, but we're not limited to climbing on summoned creatures to make some kind of ladder, shooting it down with arrows, blasting it down with spells. You get it. The next room has a large pair of bird-like creatures who shriek at horrific volumes and release obnoxious spores. They give the players quite a bit of trouble. Gosh, it's like fighting spectators, but with fewer murder beams. Barakas is extremely excited to get his hands on some of those spores, and is very disappointed that the enemies dissolved into ichor pools when the players finally killed them. Disgruntled at the mess they need to clean up, the players walk into yet another room and are greeted by the most bizarre sight. There's a man sitting in a corner petting his dogs. He's also sitting near a closed chest. Schrodinger's mimic, perhaps? Not the weirdest thing the players have seen to date, though it raises a lot of questions. That's when the druid fails a charm save. The druid rolls a pretend investigation against the man and finds nothing out of the ordinary. The players turn to leave and the druid accidentally steps on a sharp piece of rubble. She saves against the charm and whirls around towards the man. It's time for scary murder druid. Happily, murder druid gets to face off against a now winged creature and its two demon dogs. The fight is fairly short but messy. The druid crits on a blight cast, reducing the fiend to a puddle of ichor while the paladin, ranger, and Barakas trash the demon dogs. They remember that they're still the chest, though players are skeptical if it actually has anything of value. Barakas breaks two lockpicks trying to get it open, but is ultimately rewarded for his troubles. Party gets back up through the floor and it seems like Aileron is ready to talk about a battle plan. Hold on, knife ears, there's more shopping to be done. It is finally time to talk about a battle plan, entry strategies, and what to do when something goes wrong. Tune in next week and I'll fill you in on the strategy as well as how it goes. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you are new, please subscribe and ring the little bell so you get notified when I post. I'll see you guys next time.
Goddess of darkness and loss, hear my plea. Let me find those evil beings. Let me remove their scourge from this earth. No price is too great.